And we are officially live, give or take about 20 minutes or so, I promise. But hello, everyone. Apologies for starting a little bit late. Things have been kind of crazy over here. But we are here once again to bring you the All Elite Ensemble review, your weekly AEW post show here at BC WrestlePod. My name is Mikey, El Jefe of BC WrestlePod. Joining me tonight is Mr. Barry Allen himself, not the speedster, but still just as quick with it. Benny, I'm happy to have you here, my friend, and I love you and appreciate you for putting up with the nonsense.
Happy to be here. We all got our own nonsense. And I might not be a flash, but I did not think this one out. Let's rock and roll.
All right, let's just do it. So we're gonna keep this intro really short. YouTube, Twitch, and Kick is where you can see our lives. YouTube also houses our edited, videos of the lives on the main channel. Come this April, you might be seeing some other content there. Um, Social media at BC WrestlePod for report cards, predictions, previews of weekly television episodes, things like that nature. We have merch, BC WrestlePod shop.fourthwall.com. All those links can be found in the chat, and we have a coffee bot ever so often in Twitch and YouTube. If you want to donate to help us pay for our streaming services, as well as keep the lights running here, we would appreciate that. But no pressure because we know things are crazy out here, and we love you anyways. All right, now that we got it out of the way, let's just get into it because AEW, I love you. We're coming off a really great, amazing pay per view of Revolution. And then things got a little weird this week. Dynamite, listen, I'm just going to say this now because I don't want to keep bringing it up because I don't want to be angry. But cutting up Dynamite into two parts was a choice, but I understand because it's not the first time they did it due to the college basketball playoffs and the tournament and stuff like that. But I said this before, and to Benny all this week leading into this, but I will say it on air. Fresno, you need to go sit in the corner and think about what you did. You don't get another AEW show until you get it together. I was very upset with this crowd. I was like, damn, y'all. I was just like, did we get lost in the sauce before we hit live? What happened?
Yeah. Uh, the way that they split up Dynamite Collision into Collision into two nights, it made it extra long, and the poor talent because that crowd was had tapped out halfway through the first Collision.
I was like, I
My
understand,
God.
y'all. Those double tapings can be long. I know from experience because I was there for the double taping of Dynamite and Collision for Dynamite 300 and Collision. No, Dynamite 300 and Collision 100. But damn, y'all, that is why you go get a drink, you get a snack, you go to the bathroom in between so you're ready to go.
Yeah, and stay away from sugar because sugar will make you tired.
Listen, I saw that all too well at some folks with Revolution. I'm like, this is like a 4.5 hour show, y'all. We got to pace ourselves because it's going to strap in because it's going to be a long night. But with that out of the way, let's just get into it because let's talk about Dynamite first. Because again, this was actually really fun, Dynamite. We are definitely setting up some new directions, leading us to Dynasty and Double or Nothing season. And basically, now we're on the road to All In, which is crazy to say. I was like, we had Revolution, Double or Nothing's the next big one. But really, we're working our way to Wembley because All In is like the grand megasis of AEW, in my personal opinion. Last year it was y'all in Texas. Now it is all in Wembley. So we are back in Wembley Stadium in August. So we're working our way there. So let's talk about what kicked off Dynamite. Guys, we're playing a big old game of Clue now with Timeless Tony Storm, and I dig it. So before the show even starts, right, Renee Paquette is running backstage because there is some chaos going on, and she happens to enter Timeless Tony Storm's dressing room. Inside is Luther and Mina Shirakawa, and someone has attacked Tony Storm, and we're playing a giant game of Clue. It's like, who did it with what weapon in the green room? Like, I loved it. And what I need Luther and Mina Shirakawa to be the dynamic duo of, detectives to solve this case. And shout out to AEW for posting like an actual like photo of like people's stuff in her room, like Penelope's hammer and just all the enemies that Tony has made over the last couple of months have been great. So Benny, how do you feel about, Mina Shirakawa essentially becoming our Dick Tracy in this whole thing?
I love it. Like the the photo that you mentioned, like I like that it had like that, like like those what are they click and find type video games, like the detective games.
Oh, the point and click adventures? I love those.
Yeah, like oh man, because like it's so many clues all over the place. The flowers, the mallet, the the coffee cup. I'm so here for all of this. Uh, Mina stepping in. I didn't hate it. I just thought it was a little forced, but that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all.
No, I don't think so either. And as of now, we still don't know as to why. I mean, we were told that Tony wasn't cleared, and then we were told she's not injured, but she is. It seems she's going to be out for a good chunk. And I was just like, girl, if you are taking a break, that is all good with me because you have not had a break. I'm also looking at Moxley. I'm like, take a break, you guys.
Yeah, right. And like, if there's anybody who deserves a break, to it's her. And like, how can we miss you if you don't if you never leave? Jericho.
Seriously. Be like, so yeah, so we got Nina and Lex. They gonna be playing detectives over the course of however long Tony's gonna be gone, and I'm here for it. Now let's get into what properly kicked off the show, which was our first match. This is the in-ring return of Mr. Will Ospreay. He's been out since Forbidden Door with his neck problems and neck surgery and recovery and all this. And he takes on AEW's newly signed Blake Christian. I was like, this match should rule. R.I.P. Blake Christian.
This was super fun. Like, it's crazy to think that, like, you know he had Osprey had surgery and reportedly in like September or October, maybe later than that. But like, here he is in March, and he's already doing Will Osprey things. It's great. It's incredible. And uh, Blake Christian was a great first opponent, I thought. Like, especially because like he, I really like him and Jay Lethal together. Um, I like Big Shotty as well, but like the way that Blake Christian like uh, took his time in the beginning, sort of like took the powder, as they say, and just sort of cooled off Osprey, and then Osprey was just full bore from there. Great stuff, man.
Great stuff indeed. I really enjoyed this match. This was a really fun back and forth. And of course, Will Ospreay wins. He is full vengeance mode as he is coming after John Moxley for being the one to cause him to miss so much time. And he gets answered by the Bastard coming in and hitting submission move on him. And I'm like, here we go. Pac versus Will Ospreay. Gimme, 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 gimme.
Yeah, give it to me now.
I was like, I
uh,
smell a dynasty match.
in the last match, like there was like a moment where like Osprey had hit Blake Christian with something, and like Blake Christian like landed on his knees in position for the hidden blade.
Hmm.
Like it was just like uh Blake Christian is a ridiculous talent, and man, I cannot wait for Pac versus Osprey.
That match is gonna rule. Cannot wait for it. So Osprey is seemingly going to be going through the Death Riders, and I'm here for it. So more on this development as we continue to watch AEW Dynamite Dynamite. Moving on. The Bang Bang Gang did not stand a chance. This is also another fun match, but they stood no chance.
Yeah. One thing I really liked about this was that like they've been sort of working on this kind of thing for a long time, right? Like where they one match bleeds into the next, right? Because like Moxley and Osprey, they're setting that up. So like Yuta, Mox, and Pac come out and beat up Osprey, leading to the Bang Bang or what? Yeah, something like that. Like the Bang Bang Gang makes their entrance, right? And then like they're still out there. I'm just saying like they. I like the way that they bled into each other.
No, and again, this isn't the first time AEW has done stuff like this, but I do appreciate it that they do it, but they also don't do it this like very like it's sprinkled throughout. It's not
Hmm.
like every other week where we're bleeding into a match, but it just makes a lot of sense for what we're setting up here. So Bang Bang Gang versus the Death Riders of Moxley and Wheeler Yuta. Wheeler out here looking like a young lion from New Japan with the shorts, which I appreciate and I love. And the shaved head look, Wheeler, it looks good on you. It looks good on you. I was like, it worked out. Thank God you didn't have an alien shaped head.
Yeah, and like right before we went live, like I was just thinking to myself, like, because I was thinking the same thing. It was a really cool look, and you know Daniel Garcia just got some new trunks and boots that look exactly like this as well, and it was like, can we get a direction for Garcia and Yuta? like they both have matching trunks, like put them in a tag team or something.
Might as
Like,
well if they're dressed similar, put them in a tag team. And honestly, we could be using more men's tag teams at this point. I'm not even going front, like honestly. So
or at least some tag teams that aren't just flips, you know? I mean that respectfully, There's a lot of flippy guys.
love
we need
flippy
somebody to
guys, but
we need somebody to catch them.
yes, we need people who can catch them because we don't want flippy guys to get hurt and then be out for a while. Those are never fun. So, and honestly, could also see them in the trios division um, at some point. I mean, more details on tomorrow's review of CMLL, but I thought they did. I had a fun time watching the Death Riders and Sky Team in Mexico go for the CMLL Trios Championship. So that was fun to watch. But again, Death Riders pick up the victory over the Bang Bang Gang, and we continue on with Dynamite. This is where I got annoyed with the crowd. I'm like, guys, look at this beautiful madness. Look at this beautiful madness that has happened and transpired on our screen. And we are quiet AF. Boo! Boo! Boo.
Yeah, this was very what did I say, like and Plan 9 esque, right? Like because like this pre-tape segment was like in the daytime, and then like it's like like 8 o'clock at night. Um, but what a cool segment, man! This was really cool. Like this whole episode was really. I want to use the word experimental. Like they were not afraid to go outside the box. That's for sure. And I'm here for it. I just don't know what Darby does next. Because like I know he's going for the title and everything, but like you jumped a car. You literally jumped the shark. Like
I'm like, what else are you planning on doing, Darbs? How are we gonna top that? And then I say that and then watch him do something crazier. Because every time I say, what is Darby going to do to top that? And then watching the last couple of months, he set Moxley on fire. You know, he took a skateboard to the face a couple of times. He flipped a whole car. like
Yeah.
he got drowned on pay-per-view in a fish tank. He got
Yeah,
literally dogged collared at Revolution.
I was just gonna think that, like, yeah, maybe he should go like full Mick Foley in ECW, where he's just like doing the anti-hardcore stuff, where he just
Oh my
wrestles,
god.
right?
For real.
Right? Just,
With like no crazy spots.
yeah, like everybody else does it, but he's just being a straight up wrestler. you know?
Seriously. So this was a lot of fun. They were doing very experimental stuff with that pre-taped, and I loved it. I was mad at this crowd, but you know what? Darby does beat Gabe Kidd, and you did mention this, Benny, that Darby gets on the mic after the match and says that he's coming for MJF in the title. Meanwhile, MJF is at Disney World. The pictures are amazing, MJF. Continue sending us pictures because they are great.
I wonder if all these people, because this episode, I'll make this really quick, but I noticed that this episode was very main event scene heavy, right? Like it was like main event scene forward, and I wonder if this is all leading to the Owen. Like,
I honestly think so because this is normally around the time where we start getting announcements. Because if they're gonna have the Owen lead the finals again lead into Double or Nothing, I was just like, yeah, we pretty much got 2 months. So I honestly think we're getting the Owen and the Owen announcements in like the next 2 3 weeks. I think once after we get through Dynasty, I think they'll start announcing.
yeah, I agree as well. They could even have like a opening round on uh, Dynasty.
Seriously,
If they
love
wanted
that.
to.
I mean, why not? Don't have the Owen and then make us wait like 5 weeks to have more matches. I'm looking at you last year's Owen when we announced it too early.
Yeah, and then it was like boom, 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 boom.
It's like, good God, y'all should have waited until we got into like the beginning, middle of April, but that is okay. So we'll see what excuse me. We'll see what Darbs is gonna get into as we continue on. But from this match, guys, we're on a road trip with Jack Perry. And so he the Lucha Express, literally the Luchasaurus bus, as we're gonna call it, makes his way to Fresno. Jack Perry is gonna be in the main event tonight, taking on the Don Callis family, and he has found some partners in the form of the Young Bucks. So I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh, this should be a fun match. More on that development when we get to the main event. But I do like the Luchasaurus bus, and please keep it forever because it's great.
So, uh, this is just an. I'm just kidding. But Jack Perry seems like the rich eccentric kid in the neighborhood
Oh my
that
gosh,
like.
absolutely.
They're like, he doesn't have to worry about money, so like he's just like making knives and making friends with squirrels. Like I go to work once a week. Like,
He honestly, he reminds me of, like, I don't know if you had this, but like I had a friend like this in high school and in middle school where, oblivious is not the word, but like this kid was loaded with monies, but he wasn't like rich and snobby about it. He's just like, oh, let me pay for this. I got you. And I was just like, he was very humble in the richness, if that makes any sense. That's what Jack Perry's giving me. He's like, yeah, I got a bus. Hop in. Let's go do fun stuff. Let's go fly to Italy. Let's go drive to Fresno. I'm like, sir, I got to work in the morning. Oh, that's okay. I'll pay first class. You can be home like on a private jet and everything. I'm like, how did I find a friend like you? They will take
yeah,
care of
yeah.
you.
I need a friend like that.
We all need a friend like that. He's doing great right now, though. So I'm really happy for my friend. So it's like, shout out to my middle and high school friend. Thank you for taking care of me. And Thank you for also continuing to support these weird little projects we do. Anywho, so we're going to talk about the Bucks and Jack Perry in the main event a little bit later, but right now, this promo ruled and the crowd went mild and I was angry, but this promo was great. I loved it. Though I do have questions about I understand now what's happening tomorrow night on Dynamite, but I was just like, do we really need to put Kenny's EVP position up? He hasn't really done anything to be kind of like a dick or abuse his power a little bit. So I'm just like, I have questions on that Swerve, but honestly, this promo was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I've always had the same. I had the same reaction. Like last week, I was like, well, like in fact, like Kenny's actually gone in the opposite direction with for like the most of his like you know his story. Like, but like I love this segment. This was really like comic book villain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, Fresno. I know you like Swerve, and I know you like the chant, but he's a bad guy. You could have booed. Like it's
It's
okay to
okay to
boo.
boo. It's okay to boo. Like I
It's
love
okay to
Swerve.
play the part.
Yes, it's okay to play up the part, honestly. Um, I'm trying to remember because I think I blocked it out of my memory. It wasn't this where we got the what chance, correct?
It was not.
Okay. I
Um,
thought so because I was like, y'all know better not to do that with Swerve. I
yeah.
think
Luckily,
it was.
luckily they got he got through this one. You know, it's been happening a lot lately, actually. So
No, it's like thank you, Swerve. But so we are getting Swerve versus Kenny round 2 tomorrow night. It is Swerve's number 1 contendership versus Kenny's EVP position. I was like, that's a lot of stakes. I still have questions as to why you wanted Kenny's EVP position put on the line because again, he hasn't done anything kind of like all of the Young Bucks did leading into y'all in Texas. But hey, I'm here for it. So any and plus I enjoyed the first encounter we had a couple weeks ago between those two, and I will be here for round 2.
oh, definitely. Like one thing I thought was funny before we move on was that like Swerve was like, "Oh, I guess I'm the number 1 contender." Because after he beat Brody, they just like retconned like that match was for the number 1 contendership. He's like,
I
"Really?"
was like, I wish AEW would have told us that. Then I would have been less mad about Brody losing. Like because
If
for
I was
like for
Brody, I'd be
first,
pissed.
well, I would be mad too, but because of the story we're telling, I was like, I would be mad. But honestly, I would understand why Swerve won, to be frank. But at the same time, it's just like you couldn't telegraph that to us, Tony, but whatever. So we get Swerve and Kenny tomorrow night. It's gonna be good. Can't wait. Oh my god, these two could fight forever, and I would be here for it. We got Speedball Mike Bailey versus, Beefcake himself, Mark Davis. God, this match ruled. They have such good David and Goliath like chemistry in ring. It's fantastic. Love me a good tiny speedster versus a big brawling brute, who also is my second baby daddy. But no,
Yeah,
this match ruled.
it did. Uh, I was just gonna say that like he's Davis is a great heavy, you know, and Speedball was like incredibly resilient throughout the match, and he finally hit the ultimate weapon and got a pin on it. Like
It's like
he's
finally.
only hit it like a handful of times in his year in AEW. So
Mhm.
what a
So
great match, though. Woof.
seriously, and I'm like, run it back, do it again, because I could see these two fight forever, honestly. And I will say I am really happy that Tony Khan is still putting Mark Davis on television because I was a little worried when we lost Jake Doyle to injury. And so I was worried they were going to not put Mark Davis on television, but I'm glad they continued to put him on TV. both here on AEW and Ring of Honor television. I will never complain.
Yeah, and like he's sort of like one of those underrated guys that's uh, just sort of flown underneath everybody's radar because he was like a tag team guy for a long time. But like his single stuff is fantastic. Like, and it has been for a wicked long time. And I heard that this is their first singles match.
Which is crazy to me that they have not linked up before that, which is nuts to me.
Well, that's the thing. They have faced off before in like tag matches and fatal four ways and different variations of matches, but never one on one, which is insane.
Honestly, I was just like, are we sure about that? But you know what? You are absolutely right, internet. But yeah, I would love to see this run back again. Do more of this, please, because this is good. Fantastic work. Good match. Definitely recommend. Rocky Romero and your little shit eating grin. I love it. I love this. You know, Okada and Roppongi Vice. That is a combination of Don Callis family that I can get behind, honestly. I think that would be great.
I just realized this is chaos.
It really is. This is literally chaos, just AEW font. Which I'm okay
I
with.
didn't realize it until just now, like looking at the picture.
They are chaos. It is fantastic. I love it. I was just like, oh, Orange, you have like you assembled a really crazy group of individuals back in New Japan, and we're bringing chaos to AEW. Love it. But Okada is teaming up with Roppongi Vice against Jungle Jack Perry and the Young Bucks. So more on that when we get to our main event. Because right now, Marina Shafir does not give two licks of a Sunday who attacked Tony Storm. She ran away and she'll beat anyone and everyone up. But I was just like, facts, Marina, facts. And I was just like, Takio ish, girl.
She's so great.
Love her. And speaking of great things, yes, we talked about how Mina was thrown into this match very last minute, but Mina and Marina did some really good stuff here. And I thought this was a really solid match. I love that Mina came out with the bat, and it was amazing. And this match was fun.
It was pretty great. I have a few qualms that I'd
Mhm.
like stuff, and they go as such. One, a barbed wire bat is not a hole to be barred. Um, if uh, if if you want a hardcore match, just call it a hardcore match. There are no holds that are barred in AEW, so it's
For
not a
real.
no holds
Just call it
barred
a
match.
hardcore match or a street fight, and we've been okay
Street
with
fight,
it.
yeah, I'm fine, but that's just my nerdy wrestling brain going like
Or
just
even an anything goes match. Like you could have titled this anything goes and be like, okay, I'm here for that.
yeah. But like my nerd brain goes, that doesn't mean what that means. like,
Like,
uh,
make it make sense.
and uh, Marina not getting the win was a really odd choice. Um, I understand that like Mina was upset over what happened to Tony, so she like used her rage or whatever to uh, squeak out the win.
Mhm.
But
Well, here's the thing,
uh,
right? And again, I don't work for AEW, but because we also had some bottle shots in this match where we were hitting people with the glass champagne bottles, you could have had Marina win here, and then you could have had Mina continue to feud with her. Because I'm gonna be so for real. I think this feud is done, which is very sad. But I think you could have had Marina win this one since she took the loss at Revolution. And then you can have her and Mina continue to feud as Mina is trying to get evidence and investigating Marina to see if she was the one that attacked Tony because of the way that Marina hit Mina with the bottle. It could have been really fun stuff. So I love Mina, but I do think Marina should have won here. And honestly, unless there's any follow-up, which I don't think there's going to be. I was just like, I kind of felt bad that there's no continuation of this afterwards. Build feuds that don't revolve around the championship, Tony.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like this one was just getting off its feet, right?
Mhm.
Um, and now Marina's lost like 2 or 3 matches on her uh, ascent. Wins and losses are not that big of a deal, but like when you're building momentum as a heel, they really are.
You
They really
really
are.
need to pick up more wins than losses, definitely. And especially if you're going to lose, it needs to be you need to lose to the right opponent. And again, I love Mina and I will love her until the cows come home. But Mina could have afforded to lose here and she wouldn't have really lost anything, honestly. Because she's already over with the fans. So it's
Yeah,
not going to be an issue for her.
and the thing is, right? Like if you're still building Marina, and you're probably not building Mina for much, right? Like, yes, it gives. Sure, you can make the argument of it gives Mina a push, in a certain direction, right? Not like a push, but like uh, it gives her a shine, like going over Marina. But the thing is, Marina's on Mina's level. So uh, if Mina, who's still on the come up, beats Marina, who's still on the come up, who comes out the good guy? Like who looks good in that? Nobody. It's just a push, like in poker, it's just a push.
Yeah. So again, fun match, but Marina should have won over Mina, but still really fun. And unfortunately, I do think there's not going to be any follow up, which makes me very, very sad. Because then, and we're going to get to it when we get, well, we can talk about this now. Because I have questions, Tony. Like, I get she beat Marina Shafir, but how in the flibberty flabberty flub does that allow Mina to get a championship match against Tekla? Just because Tekla cut a promo on Collision? I think that shit is wild. I was just like, that makes no sense.
So if Marina had won in this, would Marina have gotten the title shot?
Exactly. I don't know. I was just like, we're playing hard and fast with who gets a championship match in the women's division. Anthony Khan. I love you, Tony, but gosh darn it, bro. Get it together. Get some consistency. You're gonna hear me repeat that for the rest of this year until Tony Khan gets his ish together when it comes to the booking of the women's division.
Yeah,
Honestly,
here.
seriously, get somebody to book the women's division. Like, please, please do. Anywho, moving on. Andrade is me in this whole entire thing because Andrade is not having it. He's like, Don, really? We're taking payments from MJF of all people? And listen, I'm here with Andrade. I was like, are you for real?
Yeah, I like this little wrinkle in the story. John Cruz is pretty great at like everything. He's
Oh
so
my god,
charismatic, man.
he's amazing. He is him and Brandon Cutler are like my two favorite like NPC characters in AEW.
Yeah, shout out to Smart Mark Sterling as well, because that guy
Yes,
is always great.
they are
like,
great TV characters, absolutely.
like I love the infighting that's going on within the Don Callis family.
They
Like,
are a real
it's
life dysfunctional family.
absolutely. But like if you get that many alphas around each other, that's probably what's gonna happen.
Honestly, I mean, we've been saying it. Takeshita is going to be the one to jump ship first. And then I think eventually we're going to see Kyle jump ship. And then we're going to see, honestly, I think Andrade could also be. If I had to pick three people, not necessarily turn the baby face, but be like, nah, this ain't it, dog. It's gonna be Takeshita, Fletcher, and Andrade for sure. I was just like, this is insane. But yeah, Andrade is me. He's like, really? We're getting money from MJF to take care of Darby. I was like, I mean, I'll do it, but like, you, Andrade wanted to say, this is gonna come and bite us in the butt later, right? It's happened before, but okay. I guess we don't learn our lesson, and continuity isn't a thing in AEW, as we have seen. Anybody that works with MJF is gonna get screwed like 7 ways to Sunday. So more on this development as the coming weeks come on, because right now, main event time. And I literally looked at my notes and I looked at the screenshots. I'm like, oh shit, we're already here at the main event. Gosh dang, bro. Oh no, we lost Benny. Benny, come back to me. No, but I am going to do my best to vamp here. So we get the main event. This is the Don Callis family. So this is Kazuchika Okada and Roppongi Vice taking on the team of AEW National Champion Jungle Jack Perry, teaming up with the Young Bucks. I personally thought this was a really fun match. I thought everybody did their part here. This was a really fun Dynamite level main event. This was just fun, and we experimented with like who we have in the main event, which I agree with my compatriot Benny, who said this earlier. It felt like Dynamite was very top heavy in the sense that we had a lot of the top of the card be on Dynamite, and I do believe it is leading into the Owen Hart tournament. So that's coming around the corner. If AEW is going to have the finals for the men and the women once again, you lead us into uh double or nothing, and the winners get a guaranteed championship match at All In. You know, that definitely puts a lot of things in perspective. So this should be interesting of how we're going to get there. So, yeah, so the main event, I had a good time with this, and Mr. Barry Allen, you can give your thoughts really quickly before we talk about what happened after the match. How do we feel about our main event match?
This was a really fun match. It felt like a group of friends patting each other on the back, but it
Oh no, I think the internet wrestling gods have taken Benny again for me. No. Anywho, so I'm going to do my best to continue going forward until we get this all figured out. The match was fun. It was a lot of people. We had a good time with this. After the match, though, is when things got interesting with this one, right? So, F- Cope and Cope and Christian come out. They talk to the Young Bucks. FTR come out. You know, Cope and Christian and the Young Bucks take on and fight off
what?
FTR. Sorry.
Uh, no, keep going, keep going.
Well, they fight FTR. The Bucks and Cope and Christian are holding the titles. And during this promo, Cope definitely made it official. We have our first, we already knew this was coming, but we have our first official match made for Dynasty. FTR versus Cage and Cope for the tag titles, which is going to be in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, yeah, I saw that coming. But still, I was just like, ooh, okay, let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Like, I like both teams. Um, they had a really good one of those close up things on that they do on the YouTube
Mm-hmm.
AEW YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
and Christian.
Oh no. I
It's about our luck tonight.
Say what now?
It's about our luck tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately. We're gonna keep going though. So I don't know. The EC well, here's the thing, right? So I mean, it's in Canada, so I can obviously Cajun Cope having home field advantage. But I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I feel like this is not the team for FTR to lose the titles to. But then I also think about who is the team for FTR to lose these titles to? And I still can't come up with an answer right now.
Yeah, this is the. I think it's honestly, it's got to be Cope and Christian, like
Yeah.
because nobody else has been built, and not to throw too much shade, but it's probably because all the other teams haven't been big stars everywhere else. So
I mean, touche. But yeah, that is Dynamite. So now let's get into this weirdly chopped collision because we got Slam Dunk Saturday and Slam Dunk Sunday to talk about. Saturday had more interest. Saturday seemed to have more content. Sunday just had good graps with some development. So let's speed run through Collision. So Collision Slam Dunk Saturday. Ah, God. I knew as soon as this match was happening, I was just like, I'm hi- I am the Jonah Smith meme that's going like this and screaming. I was like, oh my God, it is student versus teacher. Ah!
yeah, this was great, man. I really like how they've been introducing Robbie Eagles to the AEW audience over the past few months, so this didn't feel out of left field. Robbie Eagles is a guy that like I really, really, really like. Like he's sort of a techer, but like he's such a weird hybrid techer.
hmm
Like all of his like he's a high flyer, but all of his high flying moves are like picking apart a body part. Like so like
Not to steal from Will Ospreay, but he is a literal. Robbie Eagles is a literal aerial assassin. He will snipe you out of the air with wrestling maneuvers.
seriously, then like his setup to his finishing move like is like a shooting star that lands on somebody's knee, like, just so he can hit turn it into a submission. Love it.
Yeah, this TNT Championship match ruled. This was such a good showing, and I agree with you. This is a really nice way to get the American audience on AEW television. You know, introducing Robbie Eagles if they are not familiar with him. Also, internet, y'all need to calm down because I was just like, Google is free, is what I'm going to say. Google is free. So I was just like, y'all, it's okay. Y'all got to do your homework once in a while. I know we like things explained to us so we don't have to, but Google is free. Also,
People asking who he was.
yeah, I was just like, honestly, you guys, I understand, but at the same time, Google is free.
Like he has the TMDK colors on. Like shouldn't that be enough?
It's,
Like,
listen, Benny, I 100% agree with you, and I am not, diminishing your thoughts. But at the same time, this is the IWC we're talking about, and collectively, sometimes quote unquote, sorry for speaking French here, but they like to show their ass sometimes. And I was just like, guys, I know that a lot of people make fun of us in the wrestling niche community that, we're sweaty neck beards, but please use your brain once in a while because we don't need people thinking that we're all dumb idiots. Please.
yeah, and seriously, like you to all the ones that think that the world doesn't exist outside of one place, it does. It has for
It
over 60 years.
truly.
So
That is all I will say on that. But on the other good side, listen, if Anthony Khan is out here giving dual contracts to CMLL, I want to see Robbie Eagles get a dual contract where he gets to wrestle in AEW, but is still with New Japan. And then honestly, because I feel like we need more diverse tag teams. Can we also have a dual contract for Shane Hayes and Mikey Nichols? Because I would love to see those two be tagging it up in the tag team division. I fucking love Shane Hayes. He is a troll in a physical form, and I love him. And I really love Mikey Nichols as a wrestler too. I think Mikey is great.
Did you see that DK versus STP match on Ring of Honor last weekend? Something like that.
Yes. Yes. I was just like, please give me these boys more often.
Yeah, more STP as well on the
Seriously.
actual show.
For reals. It's not like they're your champions or anything, so it's like crazy to have them on all the time, right? Who knew? But to summarize this, this was a really great match. Kyle Fletcher retains the TNT championship, and I was just like, I love you, Robbie Eagles, and Kyle Fletcher, you're great too. So after this match, though, more drama with Moxley, Pac, and Will Ospreay. So Moxley wants to pick the aerial assassin out of the air. That is essentially what he says. So it's like, that is some good poetic language, Moxley. I'm kind of here for that. And the bastard Pac wants the first dibs at him. I'm like, give it to me now.
Yeah, this was a great promo by both. One thing I love about Mox, excuse me, is that he is a poet at heart, and most of his promos, like when people are just like, "What is he saying?" It's like you got to put the pieces together, man. Like he's not like gonna hold your hand the whole time, you know.
It's going back to what I said at our last segment. I know y'all want them to spell it out for you, but you got to use your brain a little bit. And also, Google and YouTube are free.
Yeah, pick up a poetry book. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I was just like, I love this poetic language. And I think about it way too much because currently I'm teaching my current class poetry right now. And we're going through poetic devices. And I was just like, I love me some good poetry. And this was poetic, Moxley, but also as a wrestling fan. Pac versus Will Ospreay. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
Yeah, man. I actually like this look on Pac, like with the dry hair.
Right?
And Pac has never had a bad promo. I don't think. Like he
Nope.
just knows who he is, and that's all he's gonna be.
Love it. So again, we'll continue to watch the developments between Will Ospreay versus the Death Riders and then burning it all down. Love it. But moving on. Ella, as soon as I saw this graphic, I was just like, God bless whoever they're going up against because they about to get brutalized, and brutalized they did.
Yeah, LFI did LFI things.
I love when LFI do LFI things. I said this during our Revolution post show last week, but like, I love Roosh so damn much, and the crowd was so behind Roosh, and I was just like, I really hope on both sides. I hope they allow Roosh to do things, but I also hope Roosh has learned not to pick fights with everyone in the locker room either. I will say though, it seems that him having a baby has kind of like mellowed him out a little bit, as much as mellowing Roosh can do. But there was a different energy about him during the 21-man blackjack battle royale revolution. I was just like, he's bringing a different energy, and I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah, he seemed he seems happy, like that way. He seems that way for like the past like 6 months to a year. But like like when Roosh is upset, you know when Roosh is upset.
You're gonna see it, and unfortunately for his opponents, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah, and like he's gonna come in, beat somebody up, and leave. Like that's all he does, you know.
It's crazy out here. But LFI wins essentially this enhancement squash match, and LFI doing LFI things. We'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. Tekla, this promo was great, but I still don't understand how this allowed Tamina to get a title shot, but whatever. Because Tekla's just like, oh no, she ran away, and all these other girls can run away because nobody can handle the toxic spider. And I was just like, yes, ma'am, you get one of these. Yes, ma'am. I love Tekla as champion. She brings something fresh to the division. So I'm interested to see who is gonna step up to her next for this title. Well, it's Mina, but we know she ain't gonna win.
Yeah, I'm so here for it. Like as you said, like she she has like a confidence that like very few wrestlers do right now. Like she know who she is, just like I said with Pac. Like and she's a tiny person, but she wrestles really big. You know, like so like you don't know that she's that small. You know.
Yeah, and again, something I didn't say during our Revolution post show, but you say all that, and I agree with you because the crowd was so split at Revolution. Of course, we all love Stat Daddy, and I love me some Stat Daddy too. But the crowd was evenly split between Stat and Tekla, and it was so much fun to listen to. But Tekla is so good, and I'm so glad that she gets to showcase a lot more. And not to say she didn't get to do much in Stardom, because she did get to do a lot of fun stuff, but it's really cool to see her finally come more defined in her character and not have to. Well, I mean, she has a faction, but unlike in Stardom, she doesn't have to rely on said faction to give her weight in terms of character, if that makes any sense.
Oh,
so
it definitely does.
So tomorrow night it is Tekla versus Mina for the AEW Women's World Championship. So we will be reporting all that next week. But it's happening tomorrow night. I'm excited. This match was also really great. Nice to see the Brawling Birds once again actually fight an actual tag team. And you know what, Sisters of Sin? You did the darn thing, and you actually held your own against these British bruiser weights. so
Yeah, I thought Sky and Alex had amazing chemistry in
right.
this, and it, as you said, like it was great to see the Birds uh, mix it up with an actual tag team because this was probably the best tag team match of the week.
Honestly.
Like, excluding like PWG fun matches, but like
Mhm.
um uh the the Birds look great as a unit. Like that you can tell that they're just like they're clicking on all cylinders right now. Like like sometimes it takes people time to get their feet underneath them, and their feet are firmly planted.
As SpongeBob would say when he was driving, firmly grasp it. No, but I agree with you. It has been a very up and down week for Miss Alex Windsor. The Brawling Birds get the win here, but over this weekend, Alexis Falcon was the one to dethrone Alex Windsor, as she is the new Rev Pro Women's Championship. So shout out to Alexis Falcon. We love Alexis Falcon here, especially for those of us who watch Progress. So not only is she the Rev Pro UK Women's Champion, but Alexis Falcons also is our current Progress Wrestling Women's World Champion too. So I
And
mean,
she's
like,
the number one contender for the Eve's world
God,
title.
that too, because she won the match. So my goodness. But no, Alex Windsor, though, you can still carry your head high because you are still our New Japan Strong Women's Champion. So love that.
Uh, just quickly, I don't mean to correct you, but Alexis Falcon beat Mercedes Monet for the
Ah,
Scottish women's title and the um,
oh, you're right. My bad.
the Scandinavian women's title.
Thank you. My apologies.
No, I didn't mean to correct. I was just like, I just want to get this right.
No, that's okay. If I say something wrong, please feel free because I want to be accurate. But speaking of Mercedes, she right now is officially down to 3 belts. So I was just like, oh man, when she loses those last 3, be prepared. She is coming home.
Yep,
So,
and she's gonna be one pissed off Mercedes.
which I'm here for the crash out.
Still here for it.
Yeah, but this was a really good tag team match. Brawling Birds win, but this was a really good showing from Sisters of Sin too. And yeah, I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. Alrighty. Brody King is still forever the best person on the planet, and you cannot tell me any difference. And he lets Lexi know that he is still in the hunt for championship gold. And it seems that he's not done with Swerve. I was just like, run it back, and give them more time. Because that match at Revolution was fun, but I need more time in between those two. And let's add a stipulation to it. Let's make it a street fight, just because I'm a sicko. Love you, Brody. Great person.
Love the Magic the Gathering tee on Brody.
Yes. I'm like, Brody, you fucking nerd. I love you so much. I want to hang out with Brody King. Ultimately, like, if I got to spend a day with Brody King and just hang out with him and be nerdy together, I will die the happiest man on the planet. Honestly.
Just walk around a comic book shop or something.
No, seriously. And honestly, for a variety of reasons, both spicy and genuine, because I think he's an amazing human being. I just want a hug from Brody King, and I feel like all the world's problems will be solved for me. My life will be everything will be fine. And Brody King is just a giant teddy bear, and he's a great human being, and you can never make me hate him. So,
Love is blind.
kiss. Anywho. So let's get into this main event of Slam Dunk Saturday. The Death Riders, which is Daniel Garcia and Claudio Castagnoli, taking on the team of Commander and CMLLs, well, and duly signed to AEW Máscara Dorada. This was great. This was so good. I was just like, ah, yes, lucha things.
Yeah, lucha things. Um, Danny is so comfortable being a heel. Like he's having so much fun. Like who cares if the crowd just like doesn't know what to do with him, like cheer him or boo him, but he's having a great time. You know, and like Claudio like seems to be living his best life against luchadors right now.
Seriously. And I mean, we talked about it. I talked about it last week on CMLL with Claudio having a dual contract now, but in the opposite direction. Claudio has a dual contract with, I mean, he signed to AEW, but he also has a contract now with CMLL. And I was just like, ooh, this is great. Let's make that more of a thing.
I love that for him in like the twilight of his career. It's like he's so great, man. And like uh Dorada and Commander like doing the top rope moonsaults to the outside. That was insane. Like, I was like, man, this is a pretty fun tag team. Like, if we're gonna get see Dorada and AEW more, like, I wouldn't mind seeing this as a tag team more often than not.
For reals, this was, yeah, this was so much fun. I mean, Death Riders do win, but still, this was a really fun match to end Slam Dunk Saturday. Alrighty, let's get into Slam Dunk Sunday because this was more graps and less promos. But let's talk about this first match that opened up Slam Dunk Sunday. Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong, my two favorite divorced dads, taking on Jay Lethal and Lee Johnson. I believe they are known as the Twist, if I remember correctly. So yeah, the Twist, or at least some
Yeah,
form of the Twist.
Lethal Twist.
Lethal Twist. Thank you for yeah. I was like, I know the Twist is there. Um, this was a fun opener. Orange and Roddy have really fun chemistry together as a team. I love them. They win. This was a fun. I will put it this way: this was a fun opener to Slam Dunk Sunday. Unless you were in the UK, because you watched this on Saturday instead of Sunday.
Exactly. Oh man, like I I'm really digging OC and Roderick as a tag team because like you know it, Roderick being the straight man to OC's silliness, like it just works
Mhm.
perfectly, you know.
It
And
really does.
Roddy's always been a guy that like everybody's like, well, he doesn't really have that much personality, but like, man, has he shown everybody wrong in this AEW run?
I love this for Roddy, honestly. Well, let's talk about him really quickly. So like I said, Orange and Roderick win, but it's after the match though that has the most character development for Roddy because he lets us all know that he was here to be with his bestie. I will say though, Roddy, I love you. And I was just like, and you and Marina are a cute couple and you got cute kids together. But the way we were presenting this promo, Roddy, I was just like, there's a little bit of layer of homoerotic tension, and I was here for it. Because he's like, my friend Kyle. I was like, ooh, they were lovers. I was like, it's like I was here for my friend Kyle, but then when he left, it's just like, sir, you could say he got hurt. It's fine. But he's just like, when he left, I didn't know where to go. But you know what? But Orange and everybody else showed me they cared about me and they loved about me. And guys, I'm officially part of the conglomeration. I was just like, I clapped along. I was like, yes, Roddy, finally, you finally come to the conclusion we all did months ago. But I'm really proud that you finally got there. I was having a hoot with this. I was like, yes.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I'm gonna take it a little bit more somber route. Um, I think that was Roddy telling us that Kyle was done.
Oh, don't say that.
We haven't seen him, and he went out on top.
I mean, that's
So
very true. I was just like, no, we already lost Adam. I listen, however you feel about Adam Cole, but I was like, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly. I'm like, no.
yeah, like don't quote me on it. It's just a hypothetical. You know what I mean? Like but that's just how I read it.
I
Like,
mean, that could also be it too. I was just like, poor Roddy, man. He is truly here by himself, but Orange Cassidy and him, he has a new friend in Orange, and I'm okay with
yeah,
that because I was just
I can't wait
that.
for the interaction between Roddy and Mark. Just like,
Oh my god, yes, when Mark comes back, I was just like, "This little trio is gonna be ridiculous," and I'm here for it. Um, but of course, we couldn't let the tender feelings last because the dogs are on the Titantron and they interrupt this feel-good moment. Clark Connor's out here having the best hair care routine. I was like, God, Clark, I'm jealous of this hair. I was just like, but they're not done with OC and Roddy in the conglomeration. So tomorrow night it is OC and Roddy versus the dogs. So I was just like, okay, I'm okay with this because we continue this feud and hopefully the dogs will win tomorrow night because we need to make it even because I feel like they shouldn't have lost at Revolution, but I still had a fun time watching that match. So hopefully they get a win tomorrow night. But we'll see what happens.
I thought we were moving on, but
I thought so too, but apparently
apparently
not.
not.
You know
It's
what
just
they say. Tony will keep
it's
booking it.
it's the Tony Khan hamster wheel. Like anytime that you think that, oh, that's the blow up on the pay per view,
Nope.
it's oh, look at that. It's Wednesday and we're rolling it back.
Be like,
But
weird, but I'm not upset.
yeah, I like everybody involved, so I'm not complaining. You know,
Right.
like And like I find it funny like that. Clark's over here looking like the dude or whatever, from the Big
Yes.
Lebowski, and Clark Connor's in the at David Finlay in the back, like in a suit, an open collar suit, no less.
We love it. Fantastic. What a heel. But we're going to get this match tomorrow night, and we'll see how that goes. But after this, though, Divine Dominion is in action. And when I saw this, I was just like, God bless whoever was going to be. And shout out to Viperous, not Viperous, sorry. It's just, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of GCW
Viva
stuff
Van.
because, yeah.
No, yeah, no, it's Vipers. You're
No,
right.
no, I thought it was Viva Van. Oh, no, it is
No,
Viperous.
yeah, it is Vipers.
I'm going to be so for real.
I do this. I do the same thing all the time. Honestly, it's because of the hair. Like nothing else. Like because like they both have that split in the hair. That's where I get confused.
Right. So this was a tag team match with, Viperous. You know what it is? Because recently I've seen Viperous and Viva fight each other so much. I was just like, damn, y'all can be twins. Not even gonna lie. Fresno, I have been giving you crap the entire time, but I am going to give you your flowers for this one because you were on the right side with this one because everybody was hooping and hollering for Viperous. And I was like, listen, your mom's favorite chola is going to be the best thing that happens. You are in not Southern California, but you're in California in general. So Viperous and, being the cholita that she is always going to find love wherever she goes in California because Los Vatos Locos, man. We always support the cholitas out here, man.
Yeah, this match was really fun. Like I like this statement win.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of backwards, but it was really fun. It was a really fun match, and I really liked the pairing.
I do too. I think Megan and Lena make a really fun monster team. And like I said, just have them dominate leading into Wembley. And then you can have them versus the Brawling Burrs. And that is a literal hard, straight up fight. Like, honestly, that is what I want, Tony. And also, I'm praying to the wrestling gods that nobody gets hurt between then and between now and Wembley. Because Lord have mercy. We saw 2 years ago when we got injuries heading into Wembley and how we had to shift the card a little bit. So please, let's not. But statement win from Divine Dominion. Loved it. Once again, so Tommaso Ciampa, Leo Rush. Love the presentation for Leo that he's bringing the Black Heart character to AEW American television. But because of that, I also will reiterate what I said earlier. Guys and gals and non-binary pals, or in the words of one of my favorite anime villains, to all my bitches and bros and non-binary hoes, Google and YouTube are free. That is what I'll say.
It also like I think you said it yesterday. Like, it really shows who's watching the indies and who's not. Like, like y'all talk a good game, but when but when it comes down to it, you're like, I don't know what this is.
Guys, Leo has been using the Blackheart version of his character because this isn't new. He's had this character for quite a while, but he's been using the Blackheart like a lot more. And it kind of started when he went to the UK and he did the stint over in the summer with Progress with a couple of the shows he did with Progress last summer. So I'm like, the Blackheart version is great. Listen, what he was the Blackheart version when he took on Car Noir at one of the chapters last year, and that match was banging. So I really love the Blackheart version of it. It is awesome. It is great. Anybody who has done their research knows that Leo Rush is playing into like not necessarily the dark version because voodoo is not inherently dark or evil, but he's taking like the pop to not necessarily trying to compare, but he's literally taking like a Papa Shango approach to it, where it's just like very mysticism, but he is in tuned with the mysticism of it all. and he's being presented as this black heart where it doesn't matter how hard or how much you hit him, he's not going to stay down, and he enjoys and revels in the chaos, and he revels in the brutality, and the whole idea of the black heart is that he leads his opponents change whether he wins or loses, because Tommaso was just like, oh my god, what did I just wrestle? Like, who is this? Even Tommaso was just like, oh good gosh, I got the willies.
Yeah. Uh, I really like the presentation. Like, it's definitely something that he's been working on for a while now. Like I remember seeing it like in Revolver like a year and a half ago, something like that. And like, I like it that he's just tweaking it. Like every time he's because like this is why he's been tweaking it, so he can make it TV presentable, you know. And Leo Rush is the type of guy that like when not not to gush, I'll make it short. Since I saw him in 2016, like I was like, this guy is something else. And then he got signed too quick. I've been talking a lot lately about people getting signed too quick, right? He got signed too quick, and then they tried to put him in a box, right? And it didn't go well. And then he bounced around different places. So trying to find out who Leo Rush is as a wrestler, as a performer. And I'm just happy to say that it seems to be that he's found who Leo Rush is. And I'm happy for him. And Tommaso Ciampa is fucking great, always. Casual F bomb.
Oh my goodness, I love it. No, honestly. But yeah, Tommaso wins, but at what cost? Because Leo Rush, the Black Heart, changed Tommaso Ciampa. But yeah, this was a fun match. So I didn't include a picture in this, but social media and also Willow Nightingale was also on the show too, where she and Harley won a rematch for the women's tag team championships. And so Tony Khan tweeted this out either earlier today or yesterday, where the Divine Dominion have a choice to make. They and the way that Tony tweeted it makes me question some things, because they said, does Divine Dominion give, Willow and Harley another shot at the championships? That gives them the rematch. I was just like, but I feel like rematches should be automatic guarantees if you're former champs. I was like, the rematch clause is the thing that happens. So how is it that the current champs are the ones who decide who to give a rematch to? I'm like, don't they have a rematch clause? But that's beside the point. I think we are gonna get a rematch, and then we're gonna push Megan and Lena to whoever's next, which I don't know who that currently is. But I was just like, again, they should still get a statement win over Willow and Harley, if they do a rematch, and then just have them continue dominating women until we get them whenever you want to put them up against the Brawling Birds. So
Yeah. Uh, I don't even know what to say to that. But like, AEW has been ever since it started, has been pretty adamant about like no rematch clause.
which
Like,
is fair, but at the same time,
yeah,
I was just like, don't put that on social media, because I already know they're probably
yeah.
going to. But still, should be a
I
good
didn't even
match.
know about that.
Listen, Instagram tells me all the fun stuff. Like, shout out to all the news reporters on Instagram for doing screenshots and news reporting on wrestling, because y'all get listen, I'm messy. I love me some good drama and tea. But I also do appreciate all the people who are, being, wrestling journalism at its finest. So, but anywho, main event time for Slam Dunk Sunday Collision. And boy, howdy, was this a main event. This is for the AEW World Trios Championship. So Mystico and Jet Speed taking on the Don Callis family, which of course is the iteration of Konosuke Takeshita, Josh Alexander, and El Clan. Now, there was a point in this match I did get a little scared because, it seemed that when we landed on Josh Alexander's knees, he was not seen for the remainder of the match. So here's hoping that Josh isn't hurt, because that would suck in terms of AEW. But with Global Wars and MLP Uprising coming up this weekend, um, that would really suck for your men's world champion to not be able to be a part of that. But
Right?
besides that, this was a great match.
So I'm really glad. I didn't even notice that the first has two titles, which is on brand for AEW. Because he loves champs, and I'm really liking Jet Set Mystico. I like the masks. Like everybody's
Right?
got their own mask. Like Speedball's got the headband, and Kevin Knight's got the goggles, like the the Kushida goggles on his mask.
Mhm.
The levels of detail is what I love. It's the little things.
Right.
And like Mystico is just so great, man. Hey, just put something in the private chat. I'm not the best at speaking Spanish. Could you just say that word for me?
Yes, I will be your token brown person. No, I was kidding. No, no. So mestizus is what you're trying to say.
Yes. I remember when back in like 2015 when Mystico was portraying that character.
Mm-hmm.
And he's what my point is that like he's grinded and grinded and grinded to get where he is, and
Mm-hmm.
the talent will never be denied when it's that great.
Right. So
Like, man, I cannot wait for like a singles match. Well, maybe not, but like this match ruled because like everybody in this match looked like a star.
mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for the audience, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Right. Uh, so, but this was a fantastic main event for Slam Dunk Sunday. Mystico and Jet Speed are still your AEW World Trios Championship. And again, it's been a busy week for a bunch of people in this picture because this was all taped on a Wednesday. But then you had everybody flying everybody else. Like you had Mystico going back to Mexico as he would team with his Sky Team Trios Championship mates, Mascara Dorada and Neon, to take on the Death Riders. Claudio also took on Hechicero for the CMLL World Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations to Hechicero, as he was the one to dethrone Claudio and gain the championship back for CMLL. So that was a lot of fun. And then Takeshita, as we saw, flew all the way to Japan. Time is a construct. Like, it is insane. He flew all the way to Japan to have a match at the finals of the New Japan Cup. And he gonna be busy with Sakura Genesis coming up really soon too.
And he had 3 matches in DDT. So he's had 4
Yes,
matches since this.
Takeshita is amazing. We love him here. But yeah, what a very fun and interesting week for AEW, and that has been the All Elite Ensemble show for Dynamite and the two-part collision. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun, but thank God we're back to regular 2-hour collision this weekend because I'm like waiting until almost 10 o'clock at night to see, or even later, for collision to air after the college basketball games. I was just like, I'll watch the replay. I'm going to bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Could you not watch it at 7?
You know what, Benny? You can fuck right off. It's like, I'm giving you the double pinkies. I will give you the Shakespearean form of it, and I bite my thumb at you, sir.
Oh, man. I'm just
like,
kidding around because it's like,
like,
you know,
fuck you and the
uh,
horse you came in on.
yeah.
Gosh. No, honestly, I love it. I love it. It's so good. Oh man, but I am glad that we are back to our regular 2-hour collision and we don't have to split it up. And not to put Benny on blast here for a little bit though, because he's like, did they announce that they were going to break up Collision in 2 parts this weekend? And I'm like, yes. But to be completely honest, when they said it on Dynamite, it was in the middle of the either Excalibur or Tony Schiavone. We got 15,000 things to say towards the end of the show before this main event. So we go just going to spitball it. And so, like, rapid fire, I was like, they did say it, but they kind of just glazed over it, honestly. I was just like, damn, you could have given a heads up, but whatever.
Yeah,
It's done and over with.
I guess I missed Tony Schiavone being like, catch Collision on Saturday and Sunday.
Listen, Lord help us. Love Tony Schiavone, love Excalibur, love them all. But when they do the rapid fire, I have to like make sure I'm not being distracted in terms of like my ears and what I'm hearing because I was just like, good golly gosh. So,
Yeah, I
anywho,
love Tony Schiavone, and I'm I'm so glad he's still around. He's
same.
such a great, big nerd, and a big Batman nerd. He's cool in my book.
Love it. You can never make me wear you I don't know. Do we call him Grandpa Shivani or Uncle Shivani? I'm gonna call him Uncle Shivani because I was just like, he literally reminds me of an uncle. Like he is dressed up in dress clothes, and then I look at his shoes. I was like, those are the uncle shoes if I've ever seen any. Love you, Tony. uh,
Seriously,
oh my goodness, I love it. But that is
like
gonna be it. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
it's crazy that like this guy was like the guy that was interviewing like Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen, and then
Hmm.
he's like in the ring with like Orange Cassidy. Like
What a
here we
career,
are
man.
50 years later, you know?
For
Crazy.
real. Oh,
Unlike Tony Schiavone.
yeah. Oh, my light went off and it was just like, finish up so you can charge me, darn it. Anywho, but that's going to be it for us this week at All Elite Ensemble. We will be back next week to cover Dynamite and Collision. And, oh my goodness, Benny, we are 2 weeks out, I believe, from Dynasty at this point because Dynasty happens April 12th. So next week we are in April as of Wednesday. And so, yeah, we're about 2.5 weeks out from Dynasty. I'm like, good golly gosh, this is gonna be a quick build. It's gonna be a quick turnaround, y'all, which I'm okay with. And then all roads lead to Double or Nothing. I could be wrong though, but we still got a lot of things coming up this week. Tomorrow night is the doubleheader NXT and CMLL. Friday we have TNA, and then Sunday we have the first part of our double weekend in Canada, as we will be covering Ring of Honor and MLP's Global Wars Canada, which is happening this Friday, and then we'll talk about it on Saturday morning. And then next week on Thursday, the MLP crew will be here to talk about MLP's first pay-per-view of the year, Uprising. So mentally prepare yourself, y'all. Send in the snacks and the horses and the search party because next week, when April 1st hits, it is all hands on deck as April is going to be a lot. So stay tuned to the social medias for those announcements because Hell Week is upon us and we're doing a lot of things like we have done the last 2 years during WrestleMania weekend, covering WrestleMania and all the independent shows happening around the same time. But that's going to be it for all of us here at BC WrestlePod. To you at home, remember to take care of yourself, love one another, stay iconic, and more importantly than anything, you always deserve to finish your story. We'll catch you tomorrow for NXT and CMLL. But until then, sayonara, adios, and until next time, Peace.